Hey guys, Wub here, and today I want to talk about the debate that's been going on for decades in the motorcycle world, two-stroke or four-stroke. Today we are gonna be focusing on the off-road kind of motorcycles, so MX bikes, enduros, and ADV bikes. Let's get to it. First we should talk about some bikes which are two-strokes and which are four-strokes. In the motocross category, we have things like the Yamaha YZ125, KMX 125SX, or Kawasaki KX125. These bikes are two strokes. But anything over 250 cc's is basically always four strokes. So things like YZ250 or 250SX. In the enduro category, two strokes are usually a little bit bigger, even 250s like the KTM 250SXC or the Yamaha WR250. Four strokes are usually from 300cc up, like the KTM 350 EXC or the Honda CRF 450. And lastly, adventure bikes, where four strokes are basically all of them, including the GS series and the Africa Twin series, while two strokes are very rare, almost impossible, for reasons we're gonna talk about later. And now you're wondering, what's the difference between two strokes and four strokes? Well, it's pretty simple. Two strokes get power every rotation of the shaft, while four strokes get power every second rotation of the shaft. I know this does not explain a whole lot, but when you look at it in the practical sense, two strokes usually have more power than four strokes for the same cc's. But two strokes have certain disadvantages, which I'm gonna talk about now. Two-stroke disadvantages? Well, there are a lot of them. You know, things like fuel consumption, since they just consume a lot more fuel. Not even talking about the fact that you have to mix your oil and your fuel, which not only makes the fuel more expensive, but it's also a lot less accessible. Then you have the power band. The power band is really aggressive on most two strokes, and that's not really ideal for a new rider. Next thing is reliability. A lot of older two strokes are unreliable, and even new two strokes, especially from brands like KTM, are also very unreliable. Next thing I need to mention is the service. To make a two-stroke run good and have it in good condition needs a lot more service than a four-stroke. And these are only a few of the reasons why most bikes on the road are four-strokes. But not to sound like a hater to my own bike, I want to list a few of the advantages of two-strokes. First is power, and I already talked about it. The second is simplicity of the engine. Because two strokes are less mechanical and are simpler engines in general, servicing them and upgrading is easier. Not to mention that repairing is much easier on two strokes than four strokes, especially on the top part of the engine. Now on to the advantages and disadvantages of four strokes. One of the main disadvantages is the weight. Four strokes are usually much heavier than two strokes, especially on lighter motorcycles like 125s. Then prices. If you can get a used bike, usually the two-stroke version will be a little bit more cheap. But there are also many advantages, like the power band is much better for new riders than traction. That's why a lot of people choose four strokes in terrain, as they have better traction because of the power band. Then also maintenance and service, because four strokes need much less service and maintenance than two strokes. And the last thing is fuel consumption and reliability, which is much better on four strokes than on two strokes. That's why most of ADV bikes are four strokes. Now we can look into what's right for you, two strokes or four strokes. Well, depends on what you want from the bike. If you are, let's say, young and you want the bike to be very strong and very temperament in very life, two strokes are better in all categories, including MX, Enduro, and all other categories of bikes, including sport bikes. But if you are perchance a little older, or you just want something which is more calm, or something which is more comfortable, reliable, you are planning to do long roads, or you are planning to do long trails, or you need control, then usually four strokes are better for you. So that's it. I hope this video helped. I hope you finally know which is better for you. And if you could leave a like, comment, share, blah blah blah, subscribe to this channel, it really helps, especially that now I'm going from shorts to normal videos. Yep. That's it. Thank you for listening and watching. Peace.